Long before kings, long before writing, something may have existed that history forgot to remember. Beneath quiet deserts and restless seas, traces whisper of society far older than any empire. Not primitive, not wandering, but organized, observant, and strangely familiar to us. Consider this for a moment. What if a civilization rose and vanished before history itself began? At the end of the last ice age, the world was changing. Glaciers were melting, seas were rising, and coastlines were moving like slow breathing. Where we now see open water, there were once vast, fertile plains. Historians believe early humans lived there, but some traces suggest something more complex. In what is now the Persian Gulf, researchers have mapped a drowned land beneath the water. Some call it the Lost Plain. Before the sea claimed it, this region may have supported dense human communities for thousands of years. Pottery fragments, stone tools, and strange alignments hint at planning, not chaos. Imagine a people who understood water, wind, and stars. Some theories suggest they built canals to guide rivers, cultivated land in patterns too precise to be accidental, and aligned their structures with celestial movements. Not monumental pyramids, but subtle mastery of their environment. Stone circles found inland mirror shapes that would have once stood near this drowned coast. Their purpose is still debated. Some see calendars, others see ritual spaces. Historians believe they marked time, seasons, and perhaps something sacred beyond survival. As temperatures rose, the sea advanced relentlessly. What began as distant change became an existential threat. Rivers swelled, salt crept into farmland, and villages were forced to move inland. Survival demanded adaptation, but the water kept coming. Some scholars suggest this pressure pushed communities to organize on a scale never seen before. Shared labor, coordinated irrigation, and long-distance exchange may have emerged out of necessity. Crisis, not comfort, may have shaped their sophistication. Then, at some point around 8,000 years ago, the sea crossed a threshold. What had been gradual became catastrophic. Entire settlements were swallowed in a matter of generations. Memory turned into myth. Land turned into ocean. Survivors scattered across neighboring regions. Some moved toward river valleys that would later cradle early civilizations. Their knowledge, perhaps fragmented, traveled with them, embedded in stories, rituals, and forgotten skills. Here lies the mystery. Did this drowned world truly reach an advanced level of organization? Or are we projecting modern ideas onto ancient traces? Historians believe both caution and curiosity are necessary. What do you think really happened? Some theories suggest this lost plain influenced later cultures along the Tigris and Euphrates. Not as a direct ancestor, but as a memory carried in human behavior, a warning written in water rather than words. Consider this for a moment. Civilizations do not fall only from war or tyranny. Sometimes they fall from nature itself, indifferent and unstoppable. The lesson is quiet, but profound. Mastery is fragile when the world shifts beneath your feet. If the society existed, it did not vanish without leaving a trace. It lingers beneath waves, in buried stones, and in unanswered questions that still trouble researchers today. The past is not silent. It is just difficult to hear. So we return to the beginning, the forgotten people, a drowned land, and a question that refuses to fade. What do you think really happened to them? History may never give a final answer, but curiosity keeps their story alive. Subscribe for more untold stories of history.